So now I'd like to introduce Eric Roble, Product Management Executive at CoreLogic. Background here, unlike Mobivia, CoreLogic has always been 100% dedicated to providing data and analytics, in their case, to support the US housing market. CoreLogic maintains the nation's largest database of property and ownership data, which Eric will tell you about, and it collects data from more than 20,000 sources. That's pretty impressive. A marketplace called the Discovery Platform is a classic seller's hub. Unlike Afterize, that's starting as a seller's hub and moving to more of an external data marketplace, Discovery Platform, I think, will always be a seller's hub. And CoreLogic built it to make it easier for data buyers to find, evaluate, and purchase CoreLogic data products. These buyers include real estate professionals, financial institutions, insurance carriers, and government agencies. So I think you'll learn from Eric the next 5 minutes or so that the Discovery Platform, their marketplace, is not your father's data marketplace. It's chock full of innovative features that create a frictionless buying experience. So welcome, Eric.
Thanks, Wayne. Great to be here.
Why don't you give us a little more background on CoreLogic and what it's doing with the Discovery Platform?
Sure. Thanks, Wayne. Just a little bit, and I think you covered the background of CoreLogic well, but we're a leading provider of data analytics and technology to the U.S. housing ecosystem. We like to say that it's the single biggest asset class in the world, worth of $40 trillion in total sort of real estate assets. We serve a number of verticals within that. Real estate. We've got technology platforms that serve more than 1 million real estate agents. We sell data and analytics in that space. In terms of mortgage and related industries, whether it be capital markets, housing regulators, et cetera. Deep presence there. 7 of 10 U.S. mortgages are underwritten using CoreLogic technology, and we're selling data through there. Similarly, insurance through our claims business, and then lots of adjacent markets. People are interested in housing-related data. So, we really know everything there is to know about sort of housing, real estate. We get data from 22,000 sources. We bring that all together. We have 5 billion records going back 50 years. Providing sort of a complete view of property, and then we sell to a ton of verticals within the U.S. housing ecosystem and people who are interested in a view of property. And so we've been selling data for decades, and Discovery Platform is really our way of really transforming how we sell data. And you kind of cover the old ways of doing it. This is really to drive a lot of friction out of the process.
Yeah. So why don't you drill down into what that platform is?
Yeah, and then just sort of the evolution. I mean, you think of the old way that we sold data, and you kind of covered it up front. The old way of data had a ton of friction, right? We wanted, what we do is, if we had a customer interested in our data, we might send over a record layout. If they like the record layout, then we go through an evaluation agreement. You'd have to redline it, get the lawyers involved. If we could get through that, then we'd pick out just a small snippet of our data, throw it over the wall through FTP, and they would take it and work on it. And so this was a process very full of friction. And so what we wanted to do is a couple things. I mean, one, sort of consolidate our data assets in one place, but ultimately make that initial evaluation process much, much easier. And so with the Discovery Platform now, rather than having to do contracting, we do online T's and C's. We've got this great data exchange where we can see all our data in one place, get data dictionaries, see visualizations, get you on board in a day with nationwide data sets because it's a secure enclave and we control that secure enclave on our side. I can give you access to every one of our data products, 100% access, all 5 billion records because it's on our side. So you've got that secure enclave. And I think importantly, we've created an environment where our data experts can partner with the client in a secure analytical space to really sort of accelerate insights. And so we dramatically changed the way that we do data evaluations. We've elevated that client relationship, going from really kind of throwing data over the wall to creating that secure space where we can collaborate together. And it's really allowed us to sort of accelerate innovation there. And so we've got sort of a multi-year roadmap. It was really about sort of making a much better evaluation process, but we're creating data products with our clients going forward, but it's been really transformative to us to really do things like discover in a day. I can give you access to all our data within hours rather than the old way.
Yeah, why don't you drill into that? I think that's one of the unique features of your platform is you
Yeah.
create these spaces where the buyer and seller can collaborate and negotiate.
That's right. And our value prop is, starting with data analytics, we've always had great data analytics. We invest a ton in our data supply chains, 22,000 sources, 5 billion records. But what we've done is we've had that, but now with Discovery Platform, we've made it much more easily discoverable now. And so now, again, you've got a very attractive data exchange with tiles, visualizations, metadata, samples. So we've made it much more easily discoverable. We created a platform too where our clients can upload their own data to our platform. A lot of it might be a bank uploading a portfolio up to the platform. So now we've got this really great, we've got great data and analytics. We offer try before you buy. So you can come onto the platform, access the complete body of our data. You can try it. And if you like it, great. If you don't, then that's fine. We're very confident in data. So try before you buy has been important. Just get people who might be skeptical, who might be new to buying property data. Like I said, collaboration has been great. Our data is complicated with our sort of our analytic spaces workbench. We've created a secure environment with all sort of these great analytical tools for our data scientists to partner with our clients there, and so great collaboration. Talked about Speed Insight. Speed Insight has been transformative here. Again, you sort of can immediately get access to nationwide data sets, and we're going to dramatically reduce the learning curve because we're going to put one of our data scientists, right next to the client to drive through that learning curve and get the insights quickly. And then we've got lots of sort of industry-specific use cases that you can draw on, code that you can draw on, so you're not starting from scratch. And so really able to drive that speed insight. Then ultimately, as that insight, as those analytics get created, we can automate the task and then deliver to any cloud environment. And so that's been sort of our value proposition, been very transformative. We're about a year and a half into this journey, but great results so far.
Yeah, what's unique is that, well, two things, that clip service and then the spaces. So you
Yep.
said you have a data scientist as a service where your data scientist and the customer's data scientist can collaborate in a space inside the marketplace to
Yep.
work out solutions, right?
Yeah, and that's been really transformative because, like I said, it's before we didn't have that, right? I'd throw over a small sample via FTP, and they would be left to kind of try to figure things out themselves. Now we've created an environment. Not only do they have all of our data, I've got a secure space where literally, you invite our team into the space. You can decide who you want to invite, but they can work side by side on code and really get to insights faster. Because with any customer, if we don't get to insights fast, we're going to lose their interest, right? Everyone's really busy. We're selling data, we're selling analytics, we're selling insight, and so it's got to be fast, or it won't happen. And so that the spaces, the collaboration, driving down the learning curve has been instrumental to get to those insights quick, so we can make a sale.
And then the clip service allows people to upload their own data and enrich it with your data using a common link, right?
Exactly, and that's important. We get data from thousands of different data sources. And so the clip is the CoreLogic property ID. We've invested a lot into being able to sort of look at any address in the United States and attach a unique ID to it. Deal with all the challenges with address standardization and property identification. But again, most of our customers, they start with some sort of property-based portfolio, and so upload it. We're going to establish that unique ID, and once we've done that, you've got the keys to the kingdom. All of our data has that clip, that intelligent property ID. And so that's always the first step. And then it makes joining super easy because all that hard work has been done. All of our data assets do have that ID.
So it's a quick and easy way for a company to enrich its own data with your data, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Well, Eric, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insights.